I don't know anything about the office furniture donation from Weber. Anna, can you tell us about that?
Actually, Darlene just called me one day when she was at work, and they donated some furniture to the town clerk's.
Oh, yeah?
The office.
Hey, that's great. What was it?
Well, it's going to end up being just a two-drawer file cabinet.
Okay.
Because I have to return the other two things because she hadn't checked with other departments, like the fire department and the library.
Who wanted some stuff?
So,
Okay.
and I said, it's not a problem. Your town does have to come first. You guys went bottom to go down and pick it up, so.
Hey, that's nice to get the two-drawer cabinet at least. They wouldn't want to donate any plumbing for running water. Okay. Mike and Larry, have you had a chance to look at the minutes for December 15th?
I'm still looking at them.
Okay.
The 29th, I'm abstaining because I wasn't there.
Okay. All right. Let's take a minute then and just so we finish. Okay. All right. I noticed it. Mike, okay. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes of December 15th?
Second.
Oh, no. Do we have a motion?
Okay, yeah.
You'll make a motion? Okay.
I'll second it.
Okay. Any discussion? You had a couple of typos?
Yeah, just spelling. On the third page, it says U joints. It should be just a U, or change to universal joints.
Okay.
Instead of U, Y or U.
Okay.
And there was another one.
Okay.
There was a couple of other ones. I can't remember what I have to go through it again.
Well, why don't we accept the, I'll amend the motion so that we accept the minutes as amended with the spelling corrections correct, or spelling errors corrected. Larry, you can just give a note, an annotated copy of the minutes to Anna, and she'll fix it and we'll get it posted. Any further discussion on the minutes of December 15th?
No.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have the minutes of December 29th. Do we have a motion to accept these minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, I'll second it. This was just a very quick meeting, basically, to sign the manifest and sign a couple of documents. We also talked for a few minutes to Evan, but it was a very brief meeting. If you remember, the weather was terrible that day, so we canceled the regular select board meeting. Any further discussion on the minutes of the 29th?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay. Minutes accepted for the 29th. We have the manifest for January 12th. Do we have any questions about this? Any discussion? Anna, we have a credit at King and Hardware?
Yeah, the last manifest, we had a credit of $6.99, $16.99. She paid it instead of adding it back in, so now we have a credit.
Okay, all right, great, okay. And we got Evan's check all taken care of, okay, all right, great. And this payment to John Deere, this is on the backhoe.
It's once a year.
It's just a
or
rent.
every other year, something like that.
Okay, all right.
The servicing,
Yeah,
and, which was the first one done on it.
okay, all right. I move that we accept the manifest of December 12th.
I have a question.
We'll get to it in a discussion. Want a second?
Oh, discussion, okay, yeah, second.
Okay, any discussion? All right, go.
Okay, Evan, there was a slip for Chappelle for $260. What was that for?
Those are tire chains for the Chevy truck.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. It's
Oh, those are the ones that Paul ordered, right?
yeah. Chapel Tractor owns B&B Chain,
Okay,
who we got it through.
okay. I wasn't clear on that, so.
Yeah. Sometimes there's slips have different headers on them.
Yeah,
All right. Great, and that's right, we got the deal on those chains, because didn't the price go way up right after the first of the year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like $80, I believe.
Okay, great. Mike, any discussion on the manifest? Okay.
say one more.
Okay, Larry?
What vehicle was the chains for?
Is that for
They
the
were
Chevy?
for truck number 2.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Larry?
Okay, on the Visa card, I guess it's reimbursement. There was one for $5.44. The transaction date was 11/25, but I didn't see an invoice for it. Is there an invoice for it? Because they were from Walmart. There was two. There was 3 of them from Walmart, I believe, and then there was only two
The one
items.
for $5 and something, I have to, that's it, I gotta return, I have told it, see if there's improper.
So is that a credit or a charge? or-
It has, I have to return, I haven't returned it yet, so the receipts with the toilet, so I told
Oh,
someone
I
to
see.
return it. It
Okay,
will
so-
be, it
so
will
it's
be
not-
credited back to the account.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Anything else? Okay. All in favor of accepting the manifest of January 12th?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Passed. Hey, Artie, while you're standing there, let me ask you, we need a new deputy treasurer.
Yep.
Is that a position that the treasurer would appoint then on an interim basis?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Have you talked to anybody yet, or considering names or anything like that? Ah, okay. Are you
And the
interested?
bank will have the cards ready over the next 2 weeks.
Okay,
It'll be done, it won't be ready for, we'll have it switched over in a couple of weeks.
okay,
We'll have an assistant treasurer.
okay. So maybe by the next select board's meeting, but maybe not. The next one's on the
Yeah, but
20th.
we'll be covered for the next meeting.
Okay,
anyway.
all right, okay,
And the direct deposit starts next payroll.
okay. I haven't checked into the rules, but Karen was also the supervisor of the checklist. I'm going to, unless I find out otherwise, and I'll check into this, I'm going to assume that on an interim basis, that's a position that the select board could appoint.
I think they picked their own.
Oh, okay, Darlene?
Yes, they can,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't believe Karen was a supervisor of the checklist. I think she filled in.
Oh, she filled in? Okay.
And I correct Margaret?
She was appointed for one day.
Oh,
Yeah, for the,
All
she
right.
has been in the past.
okay, okay, all
But-
right.
Currently,
There's only,
Okay.
yeah, there's only three, so if someone can't make it, you're
Yeah.
only required to have 2 at any type of voting, so.
Okay, all right.
There's 3 just in case.
Well, I'll follow up then with, let's see, there's Sean and
Margaret.
Margaret, okay, all right, I'll be in touch with you guys then. Okay. Evan, would you like to give us your first highway report? I know you've written one out, but you want to stand up here and tell folks how the roads have been and what your experience has been these past couple of weeks?
Yeah, I can.
I can't believe that we could not arrange great weather for you on your first couple of weeks.
I know, rain every week.
Oh man, it just is
Freezing.
stunning. Yeah.
So, as far as the roads have been, we've come into either plow or sand 13 different days in the past 2 weeks between actual storm events and just refreeze. You know, things will thaw out and then refreeze overnight, so we treat it first thing in the morning. Lots of freezing rain recently.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
As I've been working, I've been noticing a lot of brush work and things like that needs to be done. Just branches hitting trucks and sticking out in the roads and that kind of thing. So far, that's all I've really got for the roads. I've been kind of trying to ride around as I can and look at things and familiarize myself with roads, and I'm sure there'll be more projects to come in the future.
Well, I want you to know that sometimes my dogs get me up really early at night to go outside, and I'll be damned, I see the plow truck go by. I mean, it's really early sometimes.
So,
You guys are out.
sometimes, yeah. Yep. We just basically try to get out and treat the roads before people leave for work, and it's about 2 to 3 hours round trip. So.
Oh, to get all the
Yeah.
just to sand all the roads.
Paul will do basically this side of town, and I'll do over towards Bickford Woods, North Dorchester Road over that way. So
Okay.
it's about the same travel time for each of us for each trip we take. So that's why we're out so early. Is 2-hour trip to get done by 6 o'clock here on the road at 4.
Any equipment issues?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay.
Let me see here. I did this yesterday. We put a new block heater on the cat loader because that was not working.
Okay.
We had a battery charger on the battery for 2 days, and it won't hold a charge. And then today we tried to get it to start just as a backup in case something happens to the backhoe. At least we can still load trucks.
Right.
And so today we hooked the jumpers right directly to the starter to try that, and the starter doesn't click or anything. It kind of makes a howling noise and not working. So I believe there's a starter issue with it. I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, that's all I really know about it. It's, you know, we skipped right over the batteries, direct juice to the starter, and it wouldn't spin. So
Is that something you can take out?
I should be able to. It's pretty accessible.
Like so 11 days out, starter and all that?
Yeah, there's a tag on the alternator from there, so that was my next thing.
If you could get it out, or if we can find somebody to get it out and you can get it fixed.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow if I have time, I can take that out.
Good.
Then the next thing is truck 4, the new International. The grates on top of the spreader fell into the spreader this past week, and basically they're in really bad shape. The sand wouldn't even screen through them anymore.
Really?
And that's what I climbed up there and then saw they were starting to tip into it, so I ended up taking them off the truck for now.
These are the ones that we were talking about before, about a couple months ago.
Yeah,
Where they're all broken up, so up in the middle beam is bent real bad.
Right.
Yeah, that main beam is toast.
Yeah.
Right.
I
So
don't think you can straighten it.
It sounds like we have to. Well, first of all, the screens aren't absolutely necessary to operate the spread, right?
they're highly recommended, but
Well,
not-
yeah.
yeah.
You get 4 debris down into the chain, because you get something caught in that chain, you can ruin a belt. And
Right.
really
So-
serious.
Okay.
On that note, with that whole spreader, from looking at it after taking the grates off, that chain's going to need to be replaced.
Oh yeah.
This coming week, I'm going to try to pull it out of the truck and adjust it so I can tighten it up, but you can only tighten those so much. All the metal's just old and stretched out, so that I'm hoping will get us through the rest of this winter at least.
Okay.
And also I'm assuming the grates are all smashed in from dumping sand on it and smashing it with a backhoe bucket.
Mhm.
And because of that, the top of the spreader, the rail on the top, is starting to roll inwards and has broken a couple of the welds on the corner on the driver's side. And that's going to need to be somewhat addressed. Like, it won't affect it. We'll be able to get the winter through it, but just another thing to think about
Right.
is going to need to be repaired.
We have 3 spreaders, right?
Yes.
And in your estimation, how many of those 3 are in good working order?
The spreaders themselves, they're stainless. They'll last forever.
Okay.
And all the parts, like your gearbox, your chains, your
Right.
drive sprockets, are all replaceable parts. So,
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I mean, the state's got the same spreader that we have in truck 4, and theirs is 20 years old. It's,
Okay.
as long as the tub remains in good shape, the rest of the parts are replaceable, which is why I brought up the broken welds and it starting to be rolled in from smashing it. So,
Now, you mentioned replacing that top. You've got the price on it?
yeah, I got a quote from the manufacturer themselves, and their estimate with it delivered to our yard would be a little over $1,000.
That's
Which-
and that would be a new grade.
Everything.
New grate, new centerpiece, everything.
Works, huh?
Be cheap.
Yeah,
Lot
you
cheaper
can't-
than trying to get somebody to weld it and fix it.
Yeah, I think so too. And it certainly would be a lot cheaper than a new sander.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. I think. Do you feel like you need to get another bid?
That's coming right from their manufacturer.
That's from the manufacturer,
Okay.
the ones who make it.
And that includes delivery?
Yeah, they estimated $150 freight to get it here from New York.
Yeah.
So, and it's made specific to that spreader. I mean, we talked about it. You wouldn't even be able to buy the steel for that amount of money.
Right, I figured it'd be like $600, $700 just the steel to get the steel to fix it, let alone the labor of a welder
Right.
trying to cut it all up and make it work and fit. And then you're still going to have the big bend in the middle, which is going to keep it from being operational, because you should have your screens and they should be able to flip up.
Right.
And at the moment, even if you fix the screens on the sides, you still won't be able to flip it up because you got that big bow in it that's going to keep it from coming up right.
And
Oh, go ahead.
just while we're at that, the spreader on truck 4, those grates are they're in better shape but similar condition.
Okay.
Those are fixable. I think this summer we would be able to kind of fix those. But half of those, before I started, one side Paul and Larry took out because they were falling into the truck itself.
Okay.
So those we'll be able to repair, but it's
Well,
all
let's,
kind of.
all right, so let's think about truck 4 this summer, see if we can't sort of nurse it along through the winter.
Yeah.
I think that other one, though, I mean, we've got to have, we're barely into winter.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we've got to go ahead and do this. I agree with you, Larry. To have a welder and stuff, you're probably looking at $1,500.
1,500, 2,000, I was figuring.
Yeah.
Do we have the money in the highway budget for it?
Yes, we do. So, we do have repairs.
They, Tarco, the manufacturer, said it'd be about 2 days from when we order it to when we get it.
Oh, no kidding.
So if I ordered it Monday, we could have it on the truck.
You
by
could
the end of the
install
week.
it?
Yeah, yep. It's just 2 tabs that bolt right into the spreader. It's all 4
Yeah.
bolts hold the whole setup. So
The back would be heavy enough to lift it, or?
yeah, I mean it pulled it out fine. I think
Yeah.
I'd be able to set it
Okay.
in all right.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and do that? I think that would be a decent investment and it give you a good piece of working equipment for the
Yeah.
winter,
Yep.
you know.
Evan, what truck number was that again?
Truck 4.
Okay.
And does all the trucks have the
It's
tarps?
not quite as bad.
No, truck 1 doesn't have anything on it for a tarp, a load cover. And truck 1, half of it's broke off and missing. Paul said it's buried somewhere out in the snow right now. So come springtime, we can't even, if we had to haul material from the tulips or Warren Sand and Gravel, legally we wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay.
So we could hold off until spring to get that.
Yeah.
Worry about that in March.
Yeah, truck 1 doesn't have any hardware, anything for it. Truck 4 has the motor, and the bottom half of the tarp arms, but the top half and the tarp itself are.
Okay.
Once the snow melts, we can look around.
No parts available for that, or do we have to get the whole thing again?
I'm not sure. I'd have to call Donovan's. That's where the body's from.
Okay.
So
You can check on that.
Yeah, let's see what that would do.
So now we'll have an idea, yeah.
I think,
and they're aluminum tarp arms, so I mean those would be really hard to fix on our own. I think. I know I'm not able to do that.
it sounds like this summer, we really need to make a serious assessment and, inspection of all our winter equipment.
As it is now, I don't think any of those dump trucks would pass a state inspection. Just between lights, wiring problems, holes in the bodies, it's just we're trying to tinker at it as we can in our downtime, but
Okay.
they'll need some work.
Well, we appreciate the hard work you're doing on this equipment and the hard work that Larry Senior and Paul did before.
I'm amazed with what they were able to get done.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, all right. That sounds great. I'm just going to skip an item here. We had discussed at the meeting on the 15th a winter road maintenance policy that
Yes.
we would develop and create, and then eventually get posted on the website, etc. I was thinking, you've worked on the roads now for a couple of weeks. Would you like another couple of weeks of doing winter roads and before we actually get into a real discussion about what the policy should be?
if we could plan a next meeting, I left the copy of it on the desk and totally forgot to bring it tonight. So
Okay.
if
All
I could
right.
look over it a little more. So far, everything I've read, it seems in the right direction. So
Okay.
I don't think it'll take much to change it.
All right. We'll put that on the agenda then for next meeting and see if we can get that hammered out. I thought it would be a good idea if you had some experience on the roads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Anything else?
The only other thing is on December 30th, truck 4. He got off the road over at the bottom of Cummings Pond Road.
Right.
That took Kirks with 2 wreckers to get it out. After looking at it, it wasn't even a ditch he was in. It was just a soft shoulder that was all sand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have it coned off till springtime so we can put some stone in there to stiffen it up. But I was waist deep and it was just all like beach sand. It was really weird.
I wonder if that's just washed down from.
I heard a rumor there used to be an Alaskan drain there that got dug out and filled in with sand. And like I said, that's just rumor. I got nothing to back that with, but it was all sand where he got stuck.
Okay. Would a load of gravel solve that problem?
Yeah, yeah, and we have everything right in the yard to do that.
Okay. All right.
And the only other thing I had was, 2 more things.
Okay.
I would like to get a spare front tire for the backhoe.
Okay.
The one that's the right side tire has a slash in the sidewall. It's not leaking, but it's about 6 inches and noticeable. I'd like to have something on hand just in case that lets
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. We don't have a spare anywhere.
I couldn't find one. Paul
Okay.
doesn't recall seeing one anywhere this
I don't
spring.
recall one either.
Okay.
All right, I get a price on that?
Yeah, I got several quotes. The best price I could get was $250 from Northeast Tire. That's out of Belmont.
That's not bad for a big industrial
No.
tire. So, okay.
And then the fuel that we're running at the shop, I noticed is off-road fuel, which is illegal. If this DOT wouldn't pull us over because it's a municipal rig, but if we were to crash and leak fuel, they'd see it's dyed off-road diesel fuel, which is illegal to run over the road. So
And so that was, I don't know, when was that fuel purchased? A while.
Was that other contract?
Is that what's being put into the tank on the road?
Yes.
yes, I called Yettons today because we're down to 11 inches of fuel in the tank,
Yeah.
which Paul figures is less than 100 gallons.
Yeah.
And they said they would be doing deliveries tomorrow. That's why I wanted to bring that up tonight about
Well, let's make sure that we have the legal.
Yeah, I just don't want to see anybody get in trouble over it. That's all. Like I said, they're not going to pull us over and do an inspection like a private vehicle. But if something were to happen and they find out, you'd get it. Somebody's getting a fine.
Well, you're right.
I think the intention of that originally was for the equipment to be run, because the equipment does go on, is off-road and takes the dyed fuel.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Do we have only one fuel tank?
Just one.
Yes, just that, I believe, 500-gallon tank out front.
What's the difference in price between the two?
I went.
Is it just the tax?
Yeah, basically, by the time they take the tax out of on-road fuel, it'd be within a few cents of what we're paying for off-road.
Because we can apply to get the tax back, right?
Yes, I know that the state, or not the state, down in Romney with the fire department, we switched to Yettins because it was cheaper than the state bid.
Yeah.
And they get the tax taken out of what it actually says on the pump.
Yeah.
So it'd be very similar, the same cost as the on-road fuel, or off-road, I mean.
Safe to swap over, I think, then.
Okay. Do you think, though, that eventually we're going to need 2 fuel tanks, though, to have a tank for off-road fuel for the equipment?
I mean, you're fine to run on-road on it. I don't think you'd be saving any money by doing that.
The only reason it's dyed is for taxation purposes, right?
Yeah.
It's the same fuel, it's just that for the off-road isn't taxed, so they dye it so that they know the difference.
Okay, I see.
So when they do their inspections on private vehicles, they'll stick a rod in. If it comes out dripping red fuel,
You're in trouble.
yeah,
Right.
Okay.
because you're not paying your fuel tax.
All right, well, why don't we have the regular on-road fuel?
All right, I'll make that call in the morning. Then.
Okay.
That's
Another question I got, now, does running the dyed fuel in truck number 4 affect it at all in any way?
again, I don't have any proof of it, but I've heard from mechanics that off-road fuel is not good for newer equipment with the computers and stuff in it.
That's what I was curious of, yeah.
Like I said, I don't have anything to back that with. That's just rumors, I guess. So I'm not sure how true it is, but it kind of makes sense to me.
That's what I've heard too, so.
No. Okay. Great. Anything else, Evan?
That's all I got.
All right. I want to remind everybody that we have a reception for Evan coming up this Saturday. He'll be here at the town hall. We'll have some light hors d'oeuvres. It's just a chance to talk casually with Evan and, make your complaints about roads. All that good stuff. So we look forward to seeing everybody there. I hope you can all come. It'll be a nice event.
You buy in the first round?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's right. That's right.
That's a good find,
That's right. Okay. Mike, the building, the heat. Do we have heat in the?
We have heat in this building.
No, in the highway building.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all taken care of?
Yeah, and this place is too.
Okay.
Been the same day.
All the construction work's all done now?
All the construction work is all done,
Okay. Okay, that's, all right.
and hopefully Evan's happy with it.
Okay. All right, fantastic. Do we have any questions or comments from the audience for Evan about road issues?
I think
Oh.
he's doing on our road, it's been great.
Well, that's
And
nice to
he's-
say.
I've been out with the dog at 4:45 and he's out there seeing them, so.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
been great.
they've been working really hard.
I've had no trouble getting out to go to work. I think he's doing a great job.
That's the best road agency report we've had in years.
It is.
Well,
We did a good job in hiring process.
Well, I just got to say, Evan, I think you have been throwing every curveball there is as far as weather goes over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I get up in the morning and I look out and I go, God, again. And it's been all over the map. And the roads, there were a couple mornings where, I knew it was hard to keep up.
Yeah, that freezing rain, you can't.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
yeah. And, but I think you've done a great job. So
Thank you.
keep it up. Oh, there was one other thing I had to ask you about. I'm sorry, Mike. Applications for highway maintainer.
we got them in the file.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Had 2 that I know of.
Okay. All right.
And the ad has been posted.
Right.
We had somebody come in Wednesday
Okay.
evening for one, and we couldn't find them, so we gave him employment.
We are looking for a new highway maintainer. Paul, who's been doing just an incredible job over the fall and into the winter, is, you know, he's not a young man, and he's ready to take some time. Yeah, that's
He's on
it.
the road with a shovel the other day.
That's right.
God bless you.
So he's been doing a tremendous job, but I think he wants to sleep in on some of these mornings.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, we will review the applications and talk to you about your recommendations and get that going. All right. Okay, thank you. Anything else on highways?
No, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, all right. New business. Anna, you would like to be a notary?
Well, that's what you guys discussed in case nobody's not
That's right.
I think it would be wise to have two.
I think so too.
So I would like to make a motion that we approve on it together.
Okay, I'll second that. Any further discussion?
None?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. All right. Now we come to the videographer. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
So you don't want to do our video recording?
I'm gonna do it tonight.
Okay,
I'm gonna carry it through the 28th
the 26th.
or 26th.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Because my hours are gonna pick up some of work.
right. Okay.
And a question to that is, does it have to be a Dorchester resident?
I don't think that there's any requirement that it has to be a Dorchester resident. This has to be somebody who can operate the equipment and,
Okay.
Josh is still posting it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So it just has to be somebody
For
who,
the meantime, until we get everything set up with the website, and then he
Right.
wants to pass that on.
okay, all right. Well, do you have somebody in mind?
I set up with Bruce Pratt tonight about it.
Yeah.
And he has someone that he would like to sit and talk
Okay,
to me or talk
Okay.
to us.
okay, all right.
He asked me what it paid us, and well, in the past it paid $20 a meeting.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, why don't you go ahead and talk to Bruce's friend and see what you think and, you know, make a recommendation.
I could do that.
Thanks for taking care of it in the meantime. You know, we went for a time there where it was
I
a little iffy.
Well, I mean, you know, if I have to, I will go a little bit longer until we find somebody.
Okay, all right, well, let's,
I'm not going to leave the townspeople high and dry.
okay. Hey, I wanted to ask you, did the video recording for the January 5th meeting?
I've got it loaded, and I take this to Josh.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll have both.
Okay, all right,
I
great.
got a question.
What?
John Hession down River Road, he does videoing and filming and stuff. Has anybody asked him if he'd be interested?
I don't even know.
I don't know him either.
He's
Yeah, he's a photographer.
yeah, because I could put it on for him to see if he'd be interested in doing it. I don't know if he would or not, because he's a professional and he's an awful lot doing stuff, but I've asked him.
It doesn't matter to me.
Why don't you give a call, but also check in with Bruce, just in case.
I mean, because they're only going to get paid $20 a meeting.
Yeah.
John
Hession.
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 Okay, all right, I don't know John.
I don't either.
All right,
He took our panoramic picture, so.
Okay.
oh, okay.
And the New Hampshire Health Beat, which is thing for this, I believe for the Spear Hospital. He's
Oh.
taking pictures for that.
Okay, all right, great.
Previously.
Very good design. I just wanted to make a note about current use, moving down the agenda here. Our town forester, Ryan Harvey, has compiled a report about current use. He did an audit of current use properties in town and has some recommendations. We will have that on the agenda for the next meeting. So he'll be here and tell us what's what and what his recommendations are. The current use records were not very organized until Ryan got into them, so. I spent a lot of time.
Great job.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time down at the town office, going through, and up at the Grafton County office too.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I just wanted to make a note that we're gonna have that at the next select board meeting. All right, last night there was a public meeting of the planning board.
Yes.
Mike, could you tell us a little bit about that?
I am the rep of the planning board for the select board. There's going to be some land use changes for the second dwellings that can be built unattached or attached. And Mr. Green and then, well, the planning board is putting out a warrant article on alternate energies, which is solar, wind.
Is this to allow like solar?
This is
panels?
actually to get a tax break from it.
Oh, okay.
As of now, whoever has panels, they're not taxed on it. We've already had our evaluation or
Yeah.
appraisal of the town.
Yeah.
But as of 2019, when they come back around, they will be taxable. It's a state RSA. But what an owner can do is fill out a form for a tax exemption. One time it's good until you die.
Okay. All right,
So I am encouraging everyone to vote on that.
to vote yes? or-
Yes, vote yes, vote yes, please vote yes.
Okay.
If not, your taxes are going to go up.
Well, I'm looking forward to the arguments that will come on the,
Yeah.
so, okay, so that'll be as part of the town meeting. All right, great.
Yeah.
Anything else happened last night? Was there further discussion about the second units?
The second units that will be put into the,
Well, one question I
as a
yeah.
warrant article too.
Okay. One question I had about that is that I know that there was some discussion about allowing second units, but the owner of the property had to live on
Yes,
the property
they
too.
do.
Which, I understand the logic behind that. The problem is that the owner of the property isn't always a human being. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
you know, it can be a trust, it can be a bank,
Well, that's the issue that we will have to cross when that comes up.
Okay, all right. Is that,
And we've also had another thing that if it comes up, if the owner that is living in one of the dwellings dies, that can become two pieces of rental property.
okay. It can't.
No, it
Oh,
can.
it can, all right.
Yes.
All right, well, this sounds like it could generate an interesting discussion at town meeting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I should have come to the meeting, but
That's okay.
are they changing the laws? It's state mandated? Is it like all the other planning board, the state laws are changing? Is that why they're?
The reason for this change is Maggie Hassan passed a bill, or, yeah. a
Yeah,
bill,
so it's a state
Yeah,
change to the
it's a
state law.
state change.
Okay.
So if we decide not to do anything, and they challenge the planning board or the ZBA, the state's going to win it,
Right,
so.
that's why they usually change.
Right.
it.
But there's no size limit on the second dwelling. You can build a Taj Mahal.
Well, there's no size limit except for whatever the local
Right.
zoning or setback.
The state, right. You have to have the proper setbacks. You have to make sure your septic and leach field is up to par. But you add another tank, that house and this house can run on the same thing. But that's a DES thing.
This is actually quite a change because the previous rules were that any, as I understood it, any residences, any dwelling areas had to be connected, which is why on the huge log house on Bickford Woods Road, you'll notice there's a catwalk between the garage, which has an
Right.
apartment over it, and the house.
Right.
But now,
But it's still connected with the walkway.
right, that's right.
Right.
But now they don't have to be connected.
They can or can't be.
Okay,
I mean, that's the option that
okay.
you would give.
All right, okay. Well, that's.
I was- I have a
Oh,
question
yeah,
In
Virginia.
regard to that, I thought in the town of Dorchester, you have to build them, you have to have a 2-acre lot.
Okay.
So is this gonna
Yes.
allow them to build a separate, with 2 acres, allow them to build separate?
As long as the setbacks are there, yes, you can.
Yeah, so you can have a second unit on a 2
And the
acre.
1 acre lots are grandfathered in.
Yeah, I know the 1 acre.
Yeah.
So wait, you can build a second unit on a 1 acre lot
As
too?
long as you have the setbacks.
Really? If your 1 acre lot has already been grandfathered?
Yeah, you'd have to, because my father's old house was only an acre, but you'd have to, way back then, so you'd have to grandfather it, yeah.
Okay, wow,
Yeah.
all right.
But you have to have an acre to do it.
Like I say, this will be just a discussion.
Yeah.
It's like a
Okay,
25.
all right,
Probably.
okay, great. I think virtually everybody who is here tonight, except for Evan, was at the January 5th meeting here with Mike Sampson from the town of Canaan, the town administrator of Canaan, to discuss the school tax. Just a personal observation, I thought it was a very informative and thought-provoking meeting. I thought he gave quite a presentation that gave Dorchester residents a lot to think about. It's certainly a tough problem. A follow-up to that meeting. Those in attendance will remember that Mike offered 5 years of free fire protection if the school tax thing passes. The question came up whether that, from a resident, whether that in effect was a bribe. You know, we'll give you this if you vote a certain way.
He can't do that. I talked to the selectman over in Canaan.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he doesn't have the authority to do that.
Okay, all right. But they did approve it, though. The select board did approve it. I got a document from Mike yesterday.
They did.
They did. They did go ahead and approve it. And I
Is
did.
that if Dorchester approves?
No.
If the whole thing
if the whole
passes,
thing
whether we
passes,
approve it or not, we get free fire coverage?
All they need is 15 people to vote.
out of Dorchester. Well, I don't think, if Dorchester votes in favor of it, but it doesn't pass district-wide, I don't think we're gonna get the fire protection. I think it was the real, I'll have to look at the fine print. I also want you to know, yeah, I do have it, I have the rough draft in writing of the approved document from the select board. And when I get the final draft, I'll post it on the website so everybody can look at it. Which goes to my second point about whether this was in effect a bribe for votes. I asked the town attorney about it. Because the last thing I want is us to get wrapped up in some sort of voting scandal. And the attorney said it is not a bribe, but the residents have to be informed of the details of the offer prior to voting. So we'll make sure that that happens. And when I get the final document of the offer, I'll get it up on the website and on the Facebook page.
So how much do we pay Kenny per year?
16,000.
16,000 a year?
16,
Yeah.
1,000, yeah.
So,
So we give them
4,000 a year
4,000,
off from it.
and they only give us 16. That's all.
no, they were only going to do what the Canaan, they were only going to provide free fire service that Canaan already provides, and we paid for it.
So we pay Canaan.
Yeah, I checked the town budget. No, we pay $17,000 a year total to Canaan and Rummel.
Canaan, okay.
So I haven't seen a
Lakes region.
Oh, let's see. Okay, so I haven't seen the breakout, but as he explained at the January 5th meeting, if the 80-20 formula passes for financing the school, our total tax bill would go up about $4,000, and our individual tax rate would go up about 10 cents. And in exchange for that, we get 5 years of free fire service. So,
We should find out just how much it costs us just for the Canaan, sir.
yeah, I agree.
I think probably it's 5,500.
Well, we can.
Then we need
We'll find
12.
out. I'll dig up the invoice and find out for sure exactly what that amount is, because that's an important fact. What? Oh, okay, great. That'd be great.
But what happens in 5 years when that goes away though?
We start paying.
They won't be 4,000 a year. Paying 4,000 a year.
Yeah, we would. Well, we have to pay the school tax rate anyway. Right? I mean, we're not getting a break on that.
Right.
the reason why Canaan made this offer to Dorchester is because out of the 5 towns in the Moscona School District, only 2 would have their taxes go up as a result of a change to the 80-20 formula. Dorchester, which would go up a little bit, and Enfield, which would go up a lot. They made no offer for fire service to Enfield. Canaan, on the other hand, though, if the formula changes to 80-20, would save a bundle of money. I think Mike said $600,000. Yeah, which is a lot of money. So they're saying, look, if we can save $600,000, we can give Dorchester free fire service for that. So it's a complicated situation, and Mike is trying to protect the interests of his town, and he understands that in order to do that, it means a greater burden to a degree on Dorchester. The reason why for Dorchester is because we happen to be land rich, which I know.
But it's not. I mean, it's not people like Homer. It's not people like Evan and I, or Darlene, or Liz, or Mike.
No.
I mean,
It's not. Yeah.
It's not us.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like I just.
We don't have kids in school.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
if they start building homes, a second home on their property, you're gonna have more kids moving in.
Yeah, but you can't discriminate.
It's gonna happen.
That's actually a point to bring up at a town meeting, that if we're going to start allowing...
They start doing that, I mean, really,
I'm glad you brought that up, Virginia, because another issue for Canaan has been that because it's cheaper to live in Canaan, it's cheaper to rent a place in Canaan than it is in Enfield. A lot of the school children in Canaan live in rentals, and the rentals aren't valued very high. So they're sending a lot of kids to the school district and not having the property values to support it, which is exactly what would happen in Dorchester if we had all these second units and filled them up with kids.
That's what I already brought up last night.
Yeah, that's exactly what was
So in a way, this is setting us up to become Canaan, and then we're going to have to ask Canaan to bail us out.
Do you think they would not?
No, I don't. That's why I'm not willing to bail them out.
Well, the reality is, who can afford to build a second dwelling on their property?
Somebody that's got.
Well, let me see. My son from New York,
Okay, how many of them are now, right, and are they gonna do it?
Well, you're the tax
I don't think
collector, you
so.
know who they are.
I don't think so. And the rest of us schmokes can't afford it, so.
I don't have any more level property on my house is on the only flat land we own, so we can't build it on that. It's pretty.
You could attach it and
Well,
just do it.
The thing is that the decisions we make at town meeting and on this school tax thing are going to be in effect after all of us are long gone.
Yeah.
And the next generation of residents and the generation after that are going to have to live with these decisions unless they can somehow muster the support to change the rules, which is not easy to do. So, I mean, the school tax formula was established in 1985, so it's been 31 years since it's been changed. So, anyway.
My opinion with that, it's what is actually driving the cost of that school budget, how much of that money actually goes to the students, all right?
That's yeah.
All right.
A lot of people have brought that up,
Yeah.
and as you know, there's been a petition to replace the superintendent of
Yes,
schools
yes.
over budgeting, and
$1 million budget this year.
the cost of the school district is really an issue.
It is.
It's
tremendous.
And also sort of a sidebar to that, though, is also, shrinking state support for
Mhm.
the school
Right.
districts too.
And it's a shrinking school population also,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, they based it on last year, which was 36 kids,
Mhm.
give or take. And we got a printout of actual kids from Dorchester, is 30 kids.
There's only 3.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would be another charge.
And there's 5 in preschool.
Yeah.
So, Evan, are you and Tanner thinking about a family?
No.
Well, I was going to say, if you are, you need select board approval on the number.
You have to come to my office to get a sex permit.
If you do, it takes roughly $250,000 from the time that kid's born until.
Now they're saying that,
I'm all
in this day and age, it's $500,000 to
Yeah.
raise a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
17.
I have to be thankful my 19-year-old chose a particular college that she did,
Yeah.
because it's probably about half of what a normal college
Yeah.
would be. And that's with her having to retake 2 classes because she was out with
I don't know. Personally, I'm not in a position of having to think about really young children and how am I going to pay for college and all that kind of stuff. Because it was tough enough with my kids, and my youngest is in her 30s, so college was quite a while ago.
I'm gonna pay for it, what about the energy for it?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just
Okay.
in the solar.
All right.
Massachusetts, I tell them community.
Anything else on the school tax meeting? Any follow-up comments or questions?
I just would advise that we follow up very strongly with the student population.
Yes, I agree.
Because on that form, has listed preschool kids, which the parents pay for.
Yeah.
There's no services.
Okay.
And my understanding is, I've been told 2 different things. I've been told they pay half price, and I've been told, no, they're not included. So I don't know which it is, but that paper that they submit, that has the total kids. So I'm
Right.
assuming that's where they're coming up with their amount for
Okay.
our bill.
Well, I'm going to be setting up an appointment with Miss Ford next week. John Franz and I are going out there to have a conversation with her
Oh,
about that.
okay.
So
That would be nice to get a direct answer.
I want a direct answer, not no email. I want it face to face.
Now, Darlene, I think I copied you on the email about the discrepancy in the number of kids between 2010 and 2011.
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Oh,
say.
I'm sorry if I didn't. This was something, John Franz sent me a chart that the school district had provided of number of kids that Dorchester had sent to the school district 2010, 2011, 2012, 2001. It went 2010 to 2015. And in 2010, according to this chart, Dorchester had, in the age range of 5 years to 19 years, 68 kids.
Yeah.
In 2011, that had dropped to 35. Now that's almost a 50% drop.
Yeah.
Where did all those kids
Where
go?
did they go?
I guess they graduated and moved.
We had some big families leave town.
Really? That, I
Yes,
mean,
We had a family,
And the
2
kids
families
were
of 7
older
and 9.
and graduating. We had one graduating class that had
A lot of kids.
7,
okay.
and the one before that, I think, had 5.
Wow.
So, and when you say, Liz, when you say 2 big families, like 5 kids each or
No,
something?
7 and 9. They had one group.
They had 16
one-
kids between the 2 of them?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Good going.
Wow.
And there were a few other families that.
Right, that had, you know,
Okay.
a more
All
average amount of children.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we were up there, and I didn't hear Canaan going, "Oh, poor Dorchester."
All right, well, it was just something I noticed, and I thought, man, that is a really big drop in just 1 year. But
It
if-
was.
But if there
It
were,
was like a mass exodus, and they were talking about putting a second bus out here. My kids were small at the time.
okay,
And it, you know, it's an hour and 40-minute bus ride already. So I was excited about a second bus, and then of course the numbers dropped right off the next
Right,
year. So
yeah.
that
No,
also-
they did do 2 buses, which was absolutely ludicrous.
They did 2 buses.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. When I was here the first time,
Wow.
they had 2 buses in.
Huh, I don't remember 2 buses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
many people complained because there'd be 5 kids on it.
Do you think one of those small buses could pick up all the kids in Dorchester?
No.
No.
okay.
Is there a way we can cross-check and find out the amount of children that we're being charged for actually live in the town?
Yeah, you can, because and you're gonna, that's part of your
Yes,
conversation,
yes.
right? Because
I'll find out next week.
the school district not only gives you the names of the kids, but also the addresses.
Right.
So you can cross.
They actually send a report to the office each year, and they ask us to check and make sure those kids are still all living.
And we
in
do.
town.
My
And the
question is
district asks
the
us,
preschoolers.
so,
Yeah.
They're
Right,
on that list, but we shouldn't be paying for them, is my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but
The
I
parents pay
was
for it.
understanding that we weren't charged for them, and then somebody told me, oh, you pay half. So I don't know.
When I saw the preschool was on there, as a preschool parent myself,
somebody should be able to answer
no one
that
was
question.
paid. I emailed and I asked if they were on the tax ratio because we pay for them.
Right.
I was told we weren't. Now I'm hearing differently. And then Darlene was informed afterwards that we get paid, that we get a half of our costs. So it's
If
very
that's something you
confusing.
can clarify.
That was that was just something I was told. That was from nobody official.
Well,
No, that's what I'm saying. You were
Find
informed
out all,
afterwards.
all of that next week.
I think something that we need to keep in mind is we could, if we had 68 at one point, we could bounce back up there again too.
Absolutely.
So
Oh, yeah,
But that's just
Yeah.
the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
It happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's not something we can control.
I mean, Evan's not gonna keep his legs crossed forever.
Just make sure you get the license first.
could I go back to the new business for just 1 second?
Sure.
Okay, on the videographer, definitely follow through with them and check with them,
Oh, I know.
because if they can, then that's no problem.
Yeah.
I just want to bring him up is, if that falls through, then we can
Yeah.
ask, that's what I was trying to
No, that's fine.
bring him up to.
It's
Okay.
always good to have a backup.
Yeah, that's all I was trying to do.
And one other suggestion I'm gonna make on that, I think eventually the town should purchase their own.
Oh, their own cameras? Oh, I agree. Maybe we can make that part of the discussion when we get somebody new.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, because
I know, we're
That's
using
what
their
they're-
equipment and
I
we're,
paid $200 for it.
and we're using Josh's equipment
Yeah.
for that, so,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
That way the town owns it and,
Too bad couldn't permanently mount it.
well, I was gonna bring this to you guys about maybe checking on a system to put in here. See what it would
We
cost.
need a system, for heaven's sakes, I'm sorry. I think a camera.
Well-
I guess I don't understand
That's
why-
still a system.
why we have to
That's
pay
the system.
somebody else to do it. So the $20 an hour is just to come here
No,
and
no,
physically set up.
$20 a meeting.
That's what I mean. But to come here and set up the camera and take it down after the meeting,
And
and
take it to
there's no
Josh.
back work.
And take it to Josh.
So
And they should be,
How
they
come-
should be watching it to make sure it's working the whole
how
time
come
too.
one of the selectmen or Anna or somebody can't just set up the camera before the meeting if the town owns it?
That could be a possibility, I would
I
think.
mean, you could give whoever does it $20
Yeah.
if it makes it happen, but, I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. The cameras are pretty easy to run. I'm not volunteering to do it, mind you. But,
But you volunteered us to do it.
well, I mean, it's really, if the town owns the camera, it's not that hard.
Right.
Well, no, I own that one is not that hard. I'm just picking up more hours at work and I'm cutting back,
No, I know, and that's okay.
you know. So,
But I didn't know if there was a lot of behind the scenes work that happened afterwards.
well, you gotta take it down and you gotta take it to Josh.
And if he doesn't want to keep doing it, then whoever.
Right, eventually.
Yeah, if he doesn't-
That's gonna be passed on to Anna.
Yeah, and if we can
And I'm
find
not
somebody
taking
that
on the
can do it.
responsibility of putting it up and taking it down. And a lot of everything else, the web is being put on me, now this is being put on me, I'm not doing it too. I put my foot down. I refuse.
Would this be a good time to bring up the website needing somebody where that's at?
Yeah,
He hasn't gotten back
he
to
has, he did get back to me.
To you,
Um,
okay.
I contacted John Largent today about that. We've actually been having some web issues over the past couple of weeks, and said we need to set up a meeting ASAP so we can switch over the website to a WordPress format, which Anna and others could manage themselves. And he said he was available next Wednesday, so Anna, I'll be in touch with you about that. Okay. If that doesn't work for you, it's, okay, he has some other potential dates too. But he's not available until then.
The other question I had was what time?
Well, we'll work it out.
That's the only thing I had to know.
Yeah, okay, all right, we'll work that out. Okay, I have a Evans confidentiality background here to sign, so for each of us, he's already signed it. And, okay. All right, and this is the.
Nice signature.
Okay. And this is the tax abatement request from the Jarzabecs. This is just a request. Here's the details. This is our application for elderly disabled credit. Okay. All right, Cookie's not here regarding the warrant on the unlicensed dogs. Now, this was due back in August, right?
It's a moot point.
Right. We've made several requests, nothing's ever happened. Okay. Well, this is disappointing.
Sounds like you need a new dog officer.
I think that's a total of what, like $340-something that is owed to the town and state? Something like that.
I'd have to pull the figures up.
Okay. All right. We have an abatement request, tax actually adjustment request from Jessica and Bruce Pratt. Avatar went out to the property and did do a re-evaluation. And so I want to look through this paperwork, but I've been in touch with Jessica about it a while ago, and I know that they reduced the approval. Avatar
About
reduced the
35%.
approval. Yeah, so I want to just read this
Yeah.
over and then we'll take care of that next meeting.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, and Mike, on the Emergency Operations Center?
We have officially moved EOC to the hall. It is set up in the kitchen. She's ready to go. All we gotta do is turn her on, and it is in working order.
Okay, that's great.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
you kind of managed that whole process and worked with Ossipee Mountain
Yep.
Electronics and the
Yep.
whole thing and got it done. It's great in there. It's just sit right there. It's out of the way. It's not blocking anything in the
I
kitchen.
did have Evan help me bring a small desk from Highway, which it fit perfect there. So she's got, the EOC has a place to lock up everything that should be here.
Okay. So all the radios and.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything.
All right.
You just gotta get in there.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any questions, comments? Anything you want to talk about? Okay. Upcoming events. We had discussed about having the budget workshop this Saturday. The actual deadline for having a budget available for public inspection prior to town meeting is February 21st. So we've got some time here to develop the budget. And I just don't feel prepared to have for me and the select board to have the budget workshop this Saturday. So is it going to be difficult for anybody if we postpone it a bit again? We will finish up everything well in advance of the February just wanted to, I'll put out notice and make sure that everybody knows.
I'm comfortable with that.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure that we have all the documents ready.
Postponing January 14th.
Yeah. All
Because
right.
this is my first one, and
Yeah.
I'm dependent on you for a lot of this.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
What is the deadline?
The deadline is actually February 21st.
No, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, so.
And that has to be a public.
Yeah. It's gotta be a public meeting, so, that's fine. You remember last year, we had the screen and everything, we went through it line by line, we'll do that again, so. Okay, and then we've got the new road agent reception this Saturday at 4 o'clock. The select board will host, and we hope to see all of you there.
I'm bringing a pineapple upside down cake.
We'll have some light orders and some refreshments and maybe even mild adult beverages, who knows? So, because after all, we are talking about roads. So.
Oh, and there will also be a ham here.
Oh, yeah, hey, fantastic. Okay, all
I
right.
have one there.
We have a
Any
couple,
postponement date? Postpone it from the 14th, or you're not gonna set a date yet?
I'll let you know, okay. Date TBA, but it won't be like way off in the future or anything like that, okay?
Yeah, if you could, let us know where I can schedule work.
Okay, sure. We have a couple of non-public things we need to go into. So we're going to adjourn the public portion of the meeting. And thank you all for coming out tonight on a foggy, crappy night. Let's hope that 2 weeks from now it's a beautiful, vigorous evening.